First time at B2. What can happen? We are in the f***ing pouring rain, boys! Woo! Right, can fishing at B2 get any stranger? Hello.
He's done it.
This might be my last fish of the trip, B2.
Chunkster, you're in. Chunkster's in. Chunkster's in.
I'm in again. Take on camera if you want that. Get him in, get him in. And that's what B2 is all about. Mental. What a session.
Yes, you absolute legends. You join me in what is probably the most busy, notorious day ticket carp fisheries in the UK. Yep, that's right, the mecca for scousers, the one and only linear fisheries. This session is going to be my first ever time fishing Brasenose 2 for the Parker Baits B2 Social. This is the largest lake on the complex. It spans 34 acres and hosts arguably the most gravel bars and underwater features across the whole complex. Not to mention the 2,000 carp that live in there. With the lake record currently at £46 and 8 ounce, I was super eager to get my rods out. But first, we had to draw our peg numbers.
What's wrong with that?
Hang on,
this is the picture of health.
I need a wide angle lens for this one.
Wide angle?
Yeah, I think so. Not my, oh, here we go.
So far back then we'll go that far back and then we'll repeat the process. So Chunkster. 8 or 9.
Chunkster.
You probably grabbed 5 balls.
5. No, 5.
Wait, this was 5. That's the one Jordan was in last night.
Oh, there you go.
No pressure. His own YouTube channel. Go check it out.
Right, so we've just done the draw. I've drawn peg 5. I think it's in distance can swim. So I'm gonna have to a look. Get my long range stuff on. I haven't really done it much, but I brought extra spoms. As everyone knows, I can crack off sometimes here and there. Absolutely buzzing, let's go have it. B2, lake exclusive, first time on it, let's smash it. Right, this is my swim, peg 5. Look at this, a lot of space, which is good. Nice and dry ground, nice. I'm gonna put my bivvy up here. I've had a bit of a social actually, I think, with whoever's no one next to me. But this is my peg, look at this. That looks like that's the bowl, straight out ahead, out there. Don't know how much of a chuck that's going to be, but I'm going to try and get to the bowl. Hopefully we do well.
The rules of the social stated only at 11 o'clock we could get our marking rods out and apply bait. No live rigs were to go out until 12 o'clock. So I eagerly got my live rods set up and ready to go and wrapped the marker lead up to 25 wraps to begin with. Buzzing was an understatement.
3 minutes. 3 minutes. Got my lead rod. I haven't been this excited for ages, to be fair. It's quite nice. I'm absolutely buzzing. Wait for the horn. There you go, 11 o'clock. Have it. It's actually not as firm out there at 25, 27 wraps I've got done as much as I like. There's only a small little surface layer of silt because it's quite still a good thump with the lead down. It might be a little bit of silkweed on the bottom, but I'm not bringing anything on the lead, so I've just clipped up to 30 wraps and we'll see if I hit that with the lead, see what it feels like at 30, because I know it's a long distance chuck here to get into that bowl, because it still feels really shallow on the drop. I hit the drop and it's just dropping so quick. So I don't think that's the bowl. But yeah, I'm gonna see what the 30 wrap feels like. And if that's a lot cleaner, so I know it's in the back pocket, then I can start at 25 wraps on the silt and then the sort of the bit of the messy area. And if need be, try and fling some bags out about 30 wraps. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be the same, mate. 25. Then push out further if need to. Yeah. Spot out now, get some 10 or 12 spawns. Accurate, I'm gonna move not from that tree but to the other swim, so the dip in the tree line there. Try and fish that. 25 wraps. Then I'll get the rig sorted and get the rods out.
The bait mix I was going to use this session was a simple mix of the Parker Baits hemp and maize particle mixed with fruit and nut chops, sweet corn, and a whole lot of that fruity flat spot. It's long reeling in from 25 wraps, ain't it? Inevitably, it wasn't long before I started singing some songs from the Roots.
On Raglan Road, in an autumn day. Along the enchanted way. And the siren's being called, so it's time to get the live rods out. First rod I'm going to have a solid bag, can't go wrong with them. Parker Baits mini mix in there. Remember guys, if you fancy a bit of Parker Baits yourself, just use the code CHUNKY for 10% off, save a bit of money. But yeah, hopefully there's 2 mil, I think there's 2 and 3 mil pellets in there, Parker Baits mini mix. I think there's a magic bean in there, 12 mil, small baits. I think it's yellow or orange in there, I'm not too sure which one, I'll find out when I reel it in later. Hopefully with a carp on the end. But yeah, we'll get this out, and this is going to be my third rod. It's going to be on the right hand side. Let's get it out. Show you the second rod that's about to go out. Second rod's supposed to go out. This is the Pickering rig. It's the Pickering rig with a yellow and an orange bit of fake corn. So we'll see how that sits in the margin. Hopefully that's all good. Right there. Nah, lead. Getting liners on my bag rod though. Third rod. Oh yeah. Ready to go out. Let's back it out. It's just the 2 bits. Fake corn on a Pickering rig. 25 wraps. Hopefully we can send this. Oh, it's a bit bright. Oh. Alright, stop that. Bring it in. It's one of the good things when you're not fishing solid bags, you can stop it mid-flight and bring it in. Oh, it's gone to the right again a bit, but this is tiring. I'm gonna keep saying it throughout the whole video. That's better. That's much better. Oh, spot on. Boof. Big donk. That's what I want. Yes, that's what I want.
All 3 rods were finally out, and now it was a bit of the waiting game. It's hard to say you are 100% confident on a spot when fishing somewhere for the first time. The only true way of knowing if that spot is rocking is after you've pulled in the first fish from it. So there was a bit of in and in my mind, not to mention another little enemy this lake throws up.
So there's a lot of crayfish in this lake in B2. It's actually quite notorious for having a big crayfish population. So what I know, my solid bag, I've got a 12 mil magic bean. So in about 25 minutes, I'm going to reel in the solid bag just to have a little look, see if they're out there, see if they're on the spots. Because if they are, that means I'm going to have to top the bait up a bit more and more, because they will be ravenous. And they'll start eating the bait amongst all the other little things, because there's a lot of parkour I'm using. The roach and the smaller fish also will be nibbling away at that.
With that, I got to topping up the spot with 3 spawns of bait. I've heard that baiting little and often here seems to do the trick, so 3 spawns every hour was the plan. Thank God I got that bait out when I did, because not long after, the weather took a nosedive.
You know, I'm kind of trapped here now. Bloody hell, I'm stuck here. Oh. Yeah, I don't know where this come from.
But with the weather came something else.
We are in the f***ing pouring rain, boys! Woo! Oh. Here we go, guys. Absolutely chucking it down. I've got no waterproof on. Oh dear. Oh. Woo! Literally as soon as that rain come down, we've got a bite. Oh. Oh, it's gonna weed me up. It's weeding me up. Oh. Just keep steady pressure, Tom. Steady pressure, Tom. I'm singing in the rain on a glorious day. That was a screamer, mate. One toner.
As soon as it went,
as soon as the rain, mate.
Youngster, that's your first fish, son.
Is that the first fish?
Yeah, that's what's going on the front.
Oh, mate. I'm so nervous. So hopefully this might be the first fish of the Parker Bait Social, but there is something out there grinding on it, so I'm doing very steady. Very steady. Mate, he's put a hell of a scrap. Hell of a scrap. Right, I'm gonna walk backwards. Get in, come on. Get him in. Oh, he's going. No, he's seen, he's spooked. Yeah, he's going. Oh, he's coming close. It's coming in. Yeah, it's coming in. What's that, a 20? It might be a 20. That's a 20, isn't it? Ooh, don't like what they're like. Get him in! Get him in! Yeah! Way! Well, that flat spot there. Right, so my neighbour Sam's in on the second fish because the first fish. Let's go have a little look. As soon as it started chucking it down with heavy rain. That's my swim, boys. Middle rod, absolute screamer on the bait spot. Look, it's all slicking up still. Look at that. Got a nice chunk in there. Snagged up. Hello.
He's done it.
First fish.
First fish. You're gonna have to bring down his goodies later.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the goodies.
Get it in that net, mate. Well done. Sam's just landed that fish. Come to see Chunkster. Is he hitting the spot with the clip?
Yeah. Dead on the middle.
Oh,
right in line with the
beautiful.
bivvies.
And look what Chunkster's got over there, mate. A fish.
$27.
27.3.
Right then, guys. That is an absolute pleasure catching the first fish, the Parker Baits B2 Social. And that's actually my longest range fish I've ever caught in my life at 25 wraps. So, obviously the summer's not too long, but yeah, come off a bit of plastic corn, that one. That was over a bit of hemp, corn, and it was a kilo of chops, fruit and nut chops in there.
You have got a nice little bundle coming your way.
And I've won the Parker Baits bundle. Can't go wrong with that, mate.
Get in.
Absolutely over the moon. Get a bundle, biggest fish so far. At the moment anyway, I'm sure someone's gonna take the lead on the biggest fish, but there's still plenty more out there to get.
And more for you to catch.
Absolutely more. Right guys, that's me breaking the blank of B2. Oh God, I'm absolutely drenched. There you go, look at that. Hell of a belly on her. What a lovely carp. Now we're gonna get her back in the water. 27 pound B2 Merc. There she goes. Yeah. I've got water in my wellies. Taking that off, gonna dry out a bit. Oh, bloody hell. Bring me my chariot of goods. Does it have a Rob Boulder signature?
Oh, do we have a...
I mean...
Have we got a Sharpie?
Thank you.
Do you have a Sharpie?
Not that big a Sharpie. I'm not as popular as him. I don't have to carry a Sharpie everywhere.
I didn't. I got 4
You sure?
for this one, mate.
I mean, he did say anywhere, so you're not really...
I mean, nah, it's not big enough. It's not big enough to get his name on that, mate.
So here it is, the new floaters from Parker Baits. Flat spot and fuse floaters, active when you put them out. Cut a long story short, he's won 5k each of these.
Brand
Bucket.
new.
some boilies.
Nice, thanks for that.
Pass this over, mate.
That.
We've got some salt.
Oh, the
What
boilies.
else we got now?
New
Challenge of how high I can
new
stack them.
stickers.
Stickers.
Rhinoceros pig sticker on there. the new one.
Nice, that looks good.
Put that up on the screen now, Steve.
There
You've also got magic.
Nice,
They need
doing
no
more of them.
introduction.
Yellow one.
Yeah, it goes on and on and on, mate. You've pretty much got everything. So there you go.
Thank you very much, boys. I'll take that.
Well done, mate, on the first fish. Now Gavin's got one up from us.
And Big McCarper,
Big
solid
McCarper.
bag man, screamed on the other side of the lake that he's playing one. So
Nice. It's all kicking off, lads.
this is all.
I said that 27 pounder has absolutely wiped out me, and I've lost my leader, so I'm gonna have to tie on a new solid bag, re-wrap up, tie on a new solid bag. Oh, bloody carnage. Absolute carnage. Right, what feels like an age, I'm actually ready to get the rod that did the carp back out. Same rig, got the bait sweet corn on, cast out 25 wraps on the bait spot. Let's see if I can get it on the money. Bang on. What an absolute calamity. I am soaked. I'm not sure what the back of me looks like. I'm pretty sure a few of the boys said the back of me. Absolutely soaked. Shorts are soaked. So I'm in an absolute state. I don't know how I'm gonna get this dry. I have got a change of clothes with me, so I'm gonna have to get into that, but me, if I get caught in the rain again, I am buggered. I've changed my clothes. Absolute carnage.
With the dry set of clothes on, I got down to the next most important thing, seeing how much food I could stuff in my mouth at once. After that, it was back to topping up that spot again to keep that bait going in. The spot seemed to have quietened down, and before I knew it, it was the late evening on the first day of the trip.
Right, time's getting on. It's about 7:30, and the rain is supposed to be coming in and chucking out. They're still showing out there. They're showing, but they are actually quite far out. They are far past me, so I'm gonna bring the rods in, check the rigs, check they're all good, get a fresh bag on, get it out there for tonight, see how we get on. Right, that is it. We are all set for the night. The rods are out, all three are on the spot. My spotting is I definitely need to improve on accuracy at 25 wraps. I've got about 10 over the top of the spot at 25 wraps that are on the money. So we've got a few of them out there. The fish are showing, I'm not sure if you can see them in the distance there. The fish are showing, oh, there you go, there's one. Probably about 5 to 10 wraps further. So if nothing happens tonight and the fish don't move on to the bait from that spot, like come forward, tomorrow I think I might try and do the old solid bags at range.
Once the rods and bait were all back out on the spot, my neighbour Sam got a little taste of some more action. Once he had landed that fish, he was quick to get the rods right back out on his spot with no hesitation. With the blank well and truly thrown out the window, I was full of anticipation going into the night, although it wasn't until the morning when I got my first bit of action.
This is not going to end well. Who are you? What is happening? What is happening, guys? No, this is not going to end well. Come on, that is a lot of baby geese. What the? Come on. Just watch the lines. Come on, get your feet over the lines. Over the lines. Good. Yeah. But it's I'm a ginger. I'm trying to stay in this shaded bit over here rather than staying in the sun. Wow, that is not even going to hit. That's not going to hit the clip. That was shocking. Absolutely shocking. That was shocking. Shocking. Oh. Why? What's going on? And is that gonna hit 25? No, it did. 25. Bosh. I lost one. Yeah, I lost one last night. It wiped me out again. I was like, oh, f this. It's a solid bag, yeah. Solid bag as well. Mate, you know those chucks I did last night? Yeah, so this is all solid bag. Cold legs. Cold legs. There you go, guys. Good morning from B2. Happy days. I'll explain what happened last night to you all, because I've got no rods in the water. I'll explain it all in a minute. Let's just sort this fish out and get some rods back out. Right guys, so we've had a bit of a calamity of a night after Sam's fish. After just as it got dark, Sam hooked up into a fish and wiped out 2 of my rods. It pulled me into a weed bed, and I lost those rigs unfortunately, because that weed bed cut me off both rigs. Absolute calamity. I put on solid bags, I pub chucked them out. I lost another one in the night, which also wiped another rod out. So I only had 1 rod left in the water this morning. I'm gonna put on a solid bag, 12mm magic bean. On a 12mm magic bean, and there you go, that's the result. A lot of lovely scaly mirror. Absolute gorgeous little mirror, 14 pound, 14 ounce. Absolutely over the moon with it. And that was on a 12mm yellow magic bean. Absolute gorgeous fish in pristine condition. And very welcome. So the second fish on Park Bait Social down for me. Random solid bag chuck basically at 25 wraps. Get her back out. I've got to tie up some more pickling rigs. Now ready for the next day. There you go. Let's gorgeous go back. Lose it? Yeah. Oh no. Right, I've just topped up the swim with a few bombs. I'm going to chill out now. I feel knackered. I need some sleep. I know it sounds really lazy, especially in sort of a competition style. But yeah, there's 3 solid bags out there. They've all hit the clip now. They're all at 25 wraps. So feeling a bit better than before. So we're gonna leave them out for a few hours. If nothing happens during the day, I'll probably change them to Ronnie's, and I want them all on the spot, and I'm gonna give them a good bit of bait tonight and just leave them. Right, let's get some sleep.
Now this is where something strange happened, and my snoozing plans was very, very short-lived.
Yeah, all right. Right, can fishing at B2 get any stranger? I've just had the weirdest bite. It was so bizarre. My right hand rod, pulled it in, it's here. I thought I had a couple of beeps, so I got out of the bed. I was snoozing away because I'm knackered. I was having a little snooze. I see the swan there. I go, oh, look at that arsehole. Figured it's a swan head. Lift in and realise the line is nowhere near the swan. The line has gone all the way to the left over here, like over there. So it's like, what's going on here? And I wound down, feel fish. I was like, oh, okay, I'm on. Still waiting for fish. But then it snagged me up. Look what it did to my line. It snagged me up in something in there. There's a weed bed or something. And it's cut me off. Look at it, twisted my line like that. And just chatting to my neighbour Sam, done the same thing, but to 2 of his rods. So it hit my right rod, missed my 2 left hand, so my middle and my left hand rod, and it's hit Sam's rods as well. So it's obviously a trailer, and it's just done us both. It's such weird. The line's all twisted, isn't it?
Smashed it thrown, mate.
Look at that, yeah, look how twisted it is. It's the same as what my one is. But anyway, what I'm going to do now, I know I've had the 3 rods on the solid bags. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually, to some people, be like, ah, what are you doing? You had the most bites in solid bags, but it's gone quiet. I want to have it accurate. I want to start putting bait out again. So I'm going to put the Ronnies back on. The pickerins are going back on, lads.
After the strange trailer and getting the pickering rigs back onto the spot, the wind had drastically picked up again. The afternoon slowly crept away, with the sun now deciding to glare down.
This weather is insane. I mean, look at that. It's like, it's gorgeous. Look at sunburn.
It was around this time which I had a surprise visit from the parents, as they don't live too far away. They brought their little Jack Russell along called Frida, who got to see a swan for the first time. A swan? And other rigs. This made for some sketchy casting, I tell you that.
Big boy oh no. See the children get the special treatment for the dog then. Just do a carpy shot of her.
No doubt.
Lift her up. She's yeah.
Got a hairy one.
Yeah. Hey! Oh, that was really nice having the parents come round and have a little catch up. It's always nice, family time. Basically, linear is about the halfway distance mark between where I live and where my parents live, so I thought it would be a nice little day out for them and the dog, so yeah, nice. But anyway, back to fishing. Got the 1 solid bag on, the 2 Ronnies are on the spot. I have just topped up the spot with another 3 spoms. However, around the lake, it would appear they're coming out now a bit about mid-lake section. A guy called Jeremy's had a 30-pounder. A few of the other boys are catching as well, all in mid-lake. It's making me a bit nervous about tonight. Maybe I've lost the opportunity to steal a bite, but I'm going to still just regularly, every hour, putting 3 spoms in, top it up, make sure, maybe put the rods out once before the night, get them all bang on the money, get the drops on them, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Right, we are now coming into the final evening of my first ever session on B2. It's been challenging. It's been a bit of a roller coaster. Important thing is we've had fish on the bank, but we've still got an evening and a night and then in the morning to see if we can get a massive chunk on it. Right, so the rig's all ready, they're ready to be fired out. I've wrapped the rods up. I have put about 10 spoms out on the spot, 25 wraps through the 2 bivvies on the far side. I want to get these on the money, nice and tight next to each other on top of that bait, and then we're going to leave it for the night. Oh, I just tucked in a stingy nettle into the back of my knee. Oh, that's gonna wake me up. My parents are just gone, and if any of you wonder where I get my dopiness from, or clumsiness, gone off. Dad's got his car keys, so don't get very far without the car keys. Wait for him to come back. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're on the side, yeah.
Yeah, I left it. I said to him, oh no, I took him out and put him on there.
I'll see you later. Just been wiped out by a swan. Had to bring the rod in. Line wrapped around his bloody head because it's doing what that was doing. Putting his head down, feeding on something in the weeds.
Just
About to eat my chicken wrap, and look who's come back. What an arsehole. I'll try and scare him off. Oh, it's raining. This is not the time. Go on, off you go. Off you f***ing Oh. Well, good morning everyone. Last night was rough. Hooked into one, brought it in, it snagged me up in the weed bed, got all my rods tangled up together in the weed bed, and I lost it in the weeds. I managed to pull all the rigs in, but it was an absolute shambles of a mess. But I got the 3 rigs back, and quite luckily about an hour later, my Ronnie rig screamed off at 25 wraps. And after an amazing fight, we have a chunk in the net. Oh, big old bruiser in the net. Get out, get weighed. I think it's a mid-20. So that's so far 5 takes, 3 landed, and 2 I've lost for getting snagged up in the weeds. Let's take a look at this. It's a lovely chunk. It's another mid-20. We just weighed a big old girl. 24 and 3 pounds. Beautiful fish. Come off the fake plastic corn. Put up one hell of a fight. Absolutely over the moon with that one. She's behaving for me on the camera as well. Oh, big old tail on her, big old gut. Look at that. Absolutely amazing fish. Final day, I've got to leave here in a few hours. Maybe we can steal one more, not too sure. Let's see how we go. There you go. Look at that. Look at that for a fish. Look at that. What a beautiful fish. Right, let's get it back in. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, girl. We'll get her back. Lovely fish. Number 3 for me, out of 5 bites. The fake corn doing the business over the part-of-pates particle. Let's get her back. Take care, girl. Yeah! Come on, the boys.
I genuinely thought that was going to be it for me, as we had to be off the lake in an hour or two. However, after putting the rod straight back out on the spot, I was in again.
So then, B2's not done with me just yet. We've got a lovely little carp in here. Not the biggest, but it's definitely a lovely looking fish. Nice dark one. I thought there was going to be only 2 40s out recently, a B2, but look, that's another 40 pound.
40 pound on the nose. For chunks, no, it's only 14.
Yeah, it's only 14 pound. A lovely.
Bring it closer to you and then we can get a gauge of.
Lovely little 14 pounder. Gorgeous little fish. On the money, 25 wraps on the baited spot. Fake corn over the Parker Baits particle mix. That's what we like to see. Number 4 for me, 2 lost. Happy days. There we go, guys. This is the 4th fish for me. 2 lost this trip. Absolutely buzzing. 25 wraps over the Parker Baits particle, fake sweet corn, doing the job. Absolutely buzzing. What a gorgeous little fish. This might be my last fish of the trip, and it's been a hell of a trip. It's been a hell of a learning curve on B2.
Chunkster, you're in. Chunkster's in. Chunkster's
I'm in again. Take on camera if you watch that fish.
Watch that fish, Steve. That's the fish. Just zip it up in that.
Go, Mr. Cameraman.
Still going.
Mr. Famous Rob Bolger on the behind the camera.
So we're sorting out, which you would have picked up on this as well, Chunkster's 14 pounder, showing you the other side. And I've watched his middle rod one bleep, and I just watched that bobbin slowly pull up tight to the point of screaming off.
Right, as you've probably all witnessed, that Carnage, it shows you the importance about keeping the spot topped up and putting that rod straight back out there after you've had a fish, because you can get quick bites like that. Now, I know there's a competition for the biggest fish in the lake, so by no means is this little 10 pound, 15 ounce. Look at the big back on it though, little 10 pound, 15 ounce, little mirror. Again, on the same spot, 25 wraps out on the fake corn over the Parker Baits particle. Absolutely spot on. 5th fish for me. It's 1 to the scoreboard. I know it's only a little girl, but how welcome she was. No tangles, no snag up in the weed. She was very well behaved. It's a lovely little fish. Look at the size of the shoulders on her. Look at that. They're a beautiful little girl. 10 pound. Like I said, 10 pound, 15 ounce. Just makes a double, but very welcome indeed. That's going to be a big fish one day. Big shoulders on her, absolutely lovely. Go on, off you go, girl. Oh, you're all active out with them there, aren't you? Little 10 pound scaly banger. Off she goes. B2 baby. Well, that is it for another episode of the Chunkster Fishing channel. It's been a proper roller coaster, this one, for my first ever session down B2. Summarised, I think it's definitely not an easy lake in terms of features underneath and the snags that you have to put up with when fishing this and landing the fish. I found that really challenging, but my confidence in the Pickering rigs and that spot at 25 wraps, first time I've been properly, accurately, sort of, fishing at 25 wraps. Roddy's on the spot, Pickering rigs on the spot, managed to do me the bites in the end, and that's what happened. We had a quick succession of bites, and that's what B2 is all about. If you can fish accurately, at range, It doesn't even have to be at range sometimes. If you fish accurately on a clean spot where you're comfortable at, you could get those big hits. And I'm talking like 50 plus fish. It's mental. What a session. It's been an absolute great time. I met new people today. I met my neighbours, new friend, Sam. I got my guy's gym down my right hand side. That's what fishing's all about, guys. It's about the roller coaster, about challenging yourself. Fishing places that are tough. But yeah, what a place. Really, really enjoyed it. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. And if you like that episode, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and comment below if you fish B2 and how you get on down here. How do you find the underwater features and the snags? Right, enough waffle from me. Guys, as always, remember, drop your guts, grab your nuts, and I'll see you on the bank.